If you or your loved one has disabilities that cause you to need a little help, Boot Hill Area Independent Living Services can provide.
And welcome to the Sports Roundtable today. Glad you joined us. Big weekend to look forward to here in our area. We had some football quarterfinal results last night, and looking forward to another broadcast that we're going to bring to you today here later this afternoon between Roosevelt and the Kennett Indians. We're going to talk about that in a moment, but we're going to get started today with a special guest. We have our good friend Tony Webb from Baldwin Automotive in Poplar Bluff. And Tony, we'll bring you in to start the show, and it's good to have you on with us today.
I appreciate you having me, Tyler, man. How you been doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
Since we spoke since the Bloomfield tournament of last year.
Yeah, it's been a while. Lots gone on since then. This football season's been a lot of fun. We've seen some teams do quite well here in the postseason. We're going to have Kennett going at it against Roosevelt this afternoon down in Kennett for the quarterfinals. The winner advancing on to the semifinals. And as you know, Tony, Kennett's had a great season, undefeated so far, and looking to extend that this afternoon.
Man, I got some good friends down in Kennett, man, and it's always a good high when your home team's winning. They make sure they send the text messages and the phone calls when they're having a good season. So, toodles to Kennett, man, and we hope that they pull out the win, not just for Kennett, but for the whole Southeast Missouri area. I hope everyone that didn't make it, past the playoff will get behind Kennett and push them, because it's not just about us, it's about the area for sure. Southeast Missouri, man.
Sure.
Go Indians.
Sure. And, the Indians of the South, Kennett, looking to get a win today, but also the Indians of the North. Jackson Indians last night got a victory in their quarterfinal game. We'll talk about that in a moment. But, Jackson had a good outing against Eureka, and now they're in the Final Four in Class 5. So the Indians are Indians of the North and South potentially into the semifinals after this weekend.
Man, I probably need to change my name to Indians if they winning this much, man. I'm telling you. But one thing about Jackson, man, they're always going to be a class act, basketball and football, and they just always in the hunt, man. Every year they're somewhere in there. So you got to give it up to that coaching staff and that program up at Jackson Indians, man. They do a great job every year.
Sure. Yeah, Coach Brent Eckley's done a great job, and they're looking to get into that state championship game with the game next week in the state semifinals. So we'll be looking forward to seeing how that plays out. But, Tony, we're now into basketball season. We've had some games even last night. Poplar Bluff and Roosevelt matched up last night, and Poplar Bluff got the victory. So maybe, you're at that game, so maybe tell us about the game and what Poplar Bluff will be bringing back this year.
Yeah, I'm a little biased now. I am a Poplar Bluff boy for sure, man. I just moved into a different home, and the new school is not even a mile away. So, man, I'm front and center at every home game. But those guys, man, they're a young bunch. for sure. They're a young bunch, but they definitely they're very scrappy. They push the ball very well, and man, they got a lot of buckets off of transition last night. I mean, had some monster dunks. It was very exciting for our first game. Of course, the SEMO conference is right around the corner, and that's where you kind of feel your team out early in the start of the year. But man, just checking them out and getting a chance to see those kids grow and win that first home game was a real good look for Poplar Bluff.
Sure. And, Poplar Bluff had their opening game. A couple more schools in the area, which we'll get to in a moment, getting underway last night in the area. But, high school basketball is upon us now. We'll be getting into that slowly here in the next few weeks. Into high school basketball, we'll have plenty to bring to you here on YHC. And Baldwin Automotive, Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota, a major sponsor of ours this year, bringing you high school sports here on YHC TV, not only here on Channel 21, but online on our online platforms as well. And Tony, big month, as you know, always big Black Friday, always a lot of deals going on. So tell us about what's going on at Baldwin for this month.
Yeah, man, Black Friday sales are going on, and I mean, I'm telling you, they are through the roof. I was going to try to make that game today in Kennett, but they said it was at 2 o'clock, and I had to think to myself, go watch the Indians or, get a little bit of this Black Friday. So, hey, I had to stay back, man, and make the deals work for the people. Man, I'm telling you, we got a full showroom right now. People just looking at these new Fords, all the money that Ford's giving off new vehicles, and we got a lot of used vehicles that we're just throwing cash at the customer man, just to get them in the vehicle. So, I mean, if anyone's out there looking for a car, SUV, truck, van, whatever it is, your cup of tea, just come to Baldwin, man. You already know the slogan, man. We all win, and that's a fact. We all win with Baldwin for sure.
Yeah, and that promotion taking place, is that going on pretty much through the month, or is that for the later of the month?
Yep, up until December the 2nd. So, like I said, Black Friday sales. I know Black Friday is next Friday, but the sales with Ford have already started, and Toyota's coming. So, man, if I were them, I wouldn't even wait until next week. I would get up here today, or first thing Monday before you go cut the turkey. Come up here and grab you a new car. So the deals will be through all week up until December the 2nd. Yes, sir.
All right, so a lot of deals going on there. Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota in Poplar Bluff. Go see Tony and all the other staff there. Get you situated for either a new or pre-owned ride, and
yes,
they'll get you situated. And of course, I think all models and even some used models come with that lifetime guarantee. Is that right, Tony?
That's exactly, man. Hey, the lifetime guarantee warranty. You'd be surprised how many customers call and they'll call me and ask about a vehicle, and then a few seconds later I'll get a call right back and say, hey, that does have that warranty, right? And I say, yes, sir, that does have that lifetime warranty. That's a deal right there, man. That can make or break a deal. When you tell a customer that we're going to cover your car for a lifetime, it just gives them that peace of mind knowing that they got warranty on their vehicle.
Sure. Yeah, it makes a big difference. So
yes,
there you go. There you go. Tony Webb from Baldwin Automotive coming with us this morning. We'll have Tony on some more going forward, especially when we get into basketball season. I'm sure he'll have a lot more to say once we get into basketball season, right, Tony?
Hey, man, that's where my heart's at, on the hardwood, my man. I love football, but when it comes to basketball, that's my first love, my man. So, yeah, I'm going to be seeing a little bit more of me, throughout the basketball season. I can't wait till the Bloomfield tournament comes up so I can come back and get on the air with you, man. I had a good time last year, and we're going to do some more promotions, man, have some money to be made for the fans out there, for some half-court shots and stuff like that. So we just want to get everybody involved, man. Just let everybody know that Baldwin's, we're here, and lifetime warranty. We definitely want to earn your business, but we're all about community, and we're all about the area for sure.
Sure. All right, Tony, appreciate you spending some time with us. I know you're busy getting those deals together for all the people coming in here on Saturday, but we appreciate your time, and we'll have you on going forward.
No doubt. Godspeed. I appreciate it, Todd.
All right.
Tyler, you have a good one.
All right, see you, Tony.
All right.
And appreciate Tony spending some time with us. Always consider Baldwin Automotive, Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota in Poplar Bluff for your next auto purchase. And great people there, and they'll take care of you with your next auto purchase. So we're going to take a quick break and be back with those results that we touched on just a bit, and a little bit more detail on that coming up.
At Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota, every new vehicle and most pre-owned vehicles come with a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. And what does that cover?
It covers the engine.
And it also covers the transmission.
And it covers the rear end. We're talking about a lifetime of protection, unlimited time, unlimited miles, at absolutely no cost to you.
At Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota, every new vehicle and most pre-owned At Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota, every new vehicle and most pre-owned vehicles come with a lifetime warranty at no cost to you. And what does that cover?
It covers the engine.
And it also covers the transmission.
And it covers the rear end. We're talking about a lifetime of protection, unlimited time, unlimited miles, at absolutely no cost to you for the entire time you own the vehicle.
So come see us at Baldwin Ford Lincoln Toyota, home of the lifetime warranty in Poplar Bluff.
And welcome back and taking a look at your results that we had from last night in high school football. High school football results last night. Had some quarterfinal matchups in the area. First starting off with, I had a little tech problems this morning. Really bothered me here. Okay. And Class 5 quarterfinal last night, the Jackson Indians hosted the Eureka Wildcats and got a victory. The Jackson Indians victorious over the Eureka Wildcats. And that was a final score of 29-14. Jackson victorious over Eureka. Jackson got out to an early lead, 14-0 lead early on, and Eureka tried to fight his way back. Got up to 21-14. That's as close as it got. Jackson got a fourth quarter touchdown to get some separation in that Class 5 quarterfinal, and Jackson comes away with that victory to advance on to the Class 5 state semifinals. And a really dramatic scene last night at the pit, especially in the second half. I think it was early fourth quarter, or I think it was late third quarter. Eureka quarterback Carson Davis really suffered a leg injury that was pretty gruesome. It was pretty bad. You got to watch that on the Prepcast webcast last night. It was a pretty tough scene there as Davis, the quarterback for Eureka, went down, and well, it was tough to recover from. They had it seemed like about a 20 minute delay tending to him on the field, and then getting him off the field. A tough break for him, but also for that Eureka team having to just keep continue on after that and what he suffered on the field there last night. So tough scene there last night at the pit, but Jackson comes away with that victory, 29-14. They will advance on to the Class 5 state semifinals. Let's take a look at that bracket going forward for Jackson. They will play the winner of Raytown and Staley. Raytown and Staley will go at it today, this afternoon, in that quarterfinal. So we'll see if Jackson will host or be on the road. We'll see. It kind of matters on who wins that game, I believe, there between Raytown and Staley. And then Fort Zumwalt North got a victory last night. They will take on Carthage in that other Class 5 semifinal. And the winner of the semifinals, of course, moves on to the state championship in Columbia in a couple of weeks. So we'll see who matches up with Jackson in that next round in the semifinals. And take a look at the other quarterfinal from last night. Lutheran North over Scott City, 57-8. And no real surprise there. Lutheran North has just been dominant through the early part of the state tournament the last couple of years, and really took it to the Scott City Rams last night, 57-8. And Lutheran North advances on to the Class 2 semifinals. Scott City's season comes to an end, and quite a season they had this year. First district championship all the way back from 2008 in their district championship game, and but their season comes to an end. They finished 12-1, had two big victories this year against Crothersville. That really stands out from this season. A regular season victory over Crothersville, then a district championship over Crothersville, and just a nice run by Scott City this year. They should be proud of their season and going undefeated through the district championship, just falling short to the Lutheran North Crusaders. And there's been a lot of teams to fall short of the Crusaders over the last couple of years. But congratulations to Scott City on a great season. Coach May has done a great job up there over the last couple of years, bringing that Scott City program up to the point it is now, and expect probably seasons much like this going forward out of Scott City. They've done a great job, especially this year. And moving on, let's take a look at. We'll first take a look at the high school basketball games. Let's take a look at the high school basketball games that took place last night. And believe it or not, we had quite a few games in the area last night. Poplar Bluff hosting Roosevelt and getting a victory 100-74. Poplar Bluff over Roosevelt. Also, we've got Cooter over St. Paul Lutheran, 89-39. Clearwater over Woodland, 56-34. Zenith Hornersville over Piggott, 72-69. Oran over Malden, 70-31. Poplar Bluff over Roosevelt in girls basketball. That one's 68-11. Big win for the Poplar Bluff Lady Mules. Also another girls basketball games. Charleston over Hayti, 67-38. And also we've got Scott County Central over Advance, 63-21. So those are the basketball results from last night in the area, and we'll be getting into high school basketball over the next couple of weeks. We're about 2 weeks away from our first broadcast. We're not going to publish our schedule today. We'll do that early next week, have that for you to publish here on YHC next week. And the games that we're going to bring to you here on Channel 21 on New Wave Cable and YHCTV.com. And but first we've got some football to tend to, and we got a big game this afternoon to bring to you. We've got the Kennett Indians hosting the Roosevelt Rough Riders in the Class 3 quarterfinals. We're going to bring that live to you today here on Channel 21, YHCTV.com, and Facebook Live. And you can watch that replay Sunday at 3 and 9 p.m. Sunday at 3 and 9 p.m. And we'll probably play it throughout the week as well. You can also watch it on demand on our website, YHCTV.com. Also at our YouTube page and Facebook page. It will be a live broadcast this afternoon, Saturday, 2 p.m. Hopefully you'll come on out for it there at Metz Cherry Stadium in Kennett. If not, you can watch it right here on Channel 21 and YHCTV.com, even Facebook Live, as Kennett looks to extend its undefeated season against the Roosevelt Rough Riders. And just a little preview of this game today. Roosevelt comes in. They both score 40-plus points a game, pretty similar in offenses. Their numbers putting up about 42, 43 points a game, pretty much the same. Probably the notable difference is the defenses. Roosevelt gives up about 11, 12 points a game, and Kennett only giving up 5 points a game coming into this quarterfinal game. Very stout defense, the Kennett Indians. They've had a lot of shutouts on their schedule, and I think the teams that really had the best, offense against them was Crothersville, and Kennett even had some defenders out of that game. And Crothersville put up about 17 points or so, and Potosi a few weeks back putting up 12 points, got a late cheap touchdown to get it up to 12, but shutting out St. Genevieve for a second time last week. Say this defense really leads the way for the Kennett Indians, but it's not just the defense. The offense scoring 40-plus points a game, but that's pretty much been the averages for the Kennett Indians. About 42-5 has been the average score for the Indians this season. So we'll see what happens this afternoon. The Roosevelt Rough Riders coming down from St. Louis here to the Boot Hill in southeast Missouri, taking on the Kennett Indians. And we'll be looking forward to that matchup today. Tommy Jacobs and myself will bring you the play-by-play action from Metz Cherry Stadium here Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Hopefully you'll join us for that or come on out. The Kennett Indians need a good crowd, and cheer them on there at Metz Cherry Stadium. And should be a good matchup, and we'll be looking forward to that game this afternoon, Saturday 2 p.m., live right here on YHC. Can't wait, and always a great atmosphere deep into postseason playoff football and high school football here in Missouri. And just take a look at that Class 3. I don't have the Class 3 yet, but yeah, that's what's on deck for today. So look forward to that. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Class 4 quarterfinal. See if we got that. Yeah, we got that. Class 4 quarterfinal. Forgot about that one. St. Mary's over Farmington, 28-17. St. Mary's getting that victory over the Farmington Knights. So Farmington's season comes to an end there in Class 4 in that quarterfinal, and St. Mary's out of St. Louis will advance on to the semifinals. And we're going to take a quick break and start to wrap it up here and tell you what else is going on and when we come back.
If you or your loved one has disabilities that cause you to need a little help, Boot Hill Area Independent Living Services can provide the assistance you need. At Bales, we want you to have control of your life and assist you in thriving in an independent lifestyle. The Consumer Directed Services Program allows you, the consumer, to choose who assists you in conducting your daily activities. Bales serves Stoddard, Dunklin, New Madrid, and Pemiscot counties. Call or visit our office in Kennett to see how we can help you maintain your independence.
Hi, I'm Kurt Ford with Glen St. Ford in Paragould. Take $12,500 off the sticker price of any new 2019 XLT F-150 on the lot. No tricks, no dock fees, no extra add-on prices, and no, you have to finance it with us to get this price. What you will get is the best price, the best service, and if you do need financing, we'll get you the best interest rate and lowest payment possible. We'll have them all parked together on the lot where they're easy to find. So come see us at Glen St. Ford in Paragould.
And welcome back, and we're just going to wrap it up here for today. Not a whole lot going on other than these football quarterfinal matchups taking place last night into this afternoon, which we're going to bring to you later on. Roosevelt versus Kennett. Hopefully you'll join us for that. Should be a good one. And as I said, Tommy Jacobs and myself will bring you that game live from Metairie Stadium this afternoon, Saturday at 2 p.m. The Class 3 quarterfinals, Roosevelt versus Kennett. Catch it right here on Channel 21, YHCTV.com, and Facebook Live. So look forward to that broadcast later this afternoon here on YHC. And as you said there, we saw the results. High school basketball getting underway. We will bring you our broadcast schedule next week, probably early next week. Publish that on our website, on our social media channels, and get that out to you to show you the games that we'll be bringing to you here on YHC. And no surprise, we'll be doing the Bloomfield Christmas Tournament. That's going to be right around the corner here late next month, right after Christmas. We will be bringing you the Bernie Invitational Tournament Finals. We can surely say that. The final will be on Wednesday, December 3rd. They moved that up to Wednesday due to beta events, leaving for that on Thursday the next day. So we will have the Bernie Invitational Tournament Finals. We've actually got the seeds for that, and I'll actually touch on that here right now. We'll touch on the Bernie Invitational Tournament, taking a look at that. The first seed, Campbell Camels. They'll take on 8th seeded Holcomb. 4th seeded Twin Rivers versus 5th Risco. 3rd, Neelyville versus 7th Puxico, 2nd Neelyville versus 7th Puxico, and 3rd Bernie versus 6th Bloomfield. And those are the seeds for the Bernie Invitational Tournament that'll get underway Monday. I think that's December 1st, and then Tuesday, December 2nd, and wrapping up Wednesday, December 3rd. And we're going to bring you the finals of that Wednesday, December 3rd, here on YHC. So we typically always bring that invitational tournament early in the year that cycles between Bernie, Holcomb, and Campbell. So look forward to that. On December 3rd, we'll certainly have the finals of that, and it should be a good tournament. It's always a good tournament early in the year, and pretty competitive between the smaller schools. So it's always a good mix of teams from the Stoddard County Conference, Tri-County, and Boot Hill Conference. It seems like it's always a good mixture of those teams between those conferences, and we'll be looking forward to that tournament and that tournament final there on Wednesday, December 3rd. So that's what's to look forward to in high school basketball early on. But we will release our broadcast schedule next week here on YHC. So look forward to that next week. And there's always games we always do. It's always a Bernie Dexter game we do, Malden and Campbell. Malden and Kennett. We'll be looking forward to the Stoddard County Activity Association Tournament. That's in Dexter this year, and then the Boot Hill Conference Tournament. We'll be looking forward to that later in the year, pretty much the week right after that Stoddard County Tournament. So those are pretty much always games we always do, but we'll have those games for you next week here on YHC. And that's going to wrap it up for us today, and we're going to wrap it up and get ready for that broadcast this afternoon, Roosevelt versus Kennett, Class 3 quarterfinal. We'll bring you that live to you Saturday afternoon at 2. And we appreciate Tony Webb spending some time with us to start off today. And we're going to wrap it up, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care, everyone.